Howdy folks, Jeff from Mighty Oaks RV. Today we're going to be working on this travel trailer. As you can see, we've lost the fender on this one. So we're going to go ahead and get started and get this replaced. It's pretty simple. You need a drill, a screwdriver, some screws, and a little bit of patience. We went ahead and ordered a new fender, both sides of this camper. It's an Icon direct replacement part. You just take the measurements, go to their little gonkulator, and it tells you which one you need. Now on this one, we don't need to remove the fender because the fender is obviously already been ripped off. We are going to go ahead and remove all of the screws. I'm not going to reuse these screws. I've got some different bolts. It's pretty straightforward. Back them out. There we go. That's all you got to do. Next, we'll clean it. Now, I save these screws because they're self-tapping. You can always reuse them someplace else. I'm going to take a little brake cleaner, which is the best thing for cleaning stuff. And I'm just going to hit the area where the fender was. Let it sit for a second. I'm just going to wipe it off with a paper towel. Get all the any kind of grime or whatever that's in the way there. Oh, I got two more screws to take off. Totally forgot about these on the support. That's all you need to do. Alright, next part's really important. As you can see, these do not come pre-drilled. So we're going to have to take a drill and drill out all the holes. I think there's 15 of them. So, just get a drill, center it on the hole, a little pressure. Pull it down and repeat 15 times. I'll be back. All right, so I went ahead and centered it and put the first screw in just to make sure it was set. All right, so then you just start from the center and you work your way out. Make sure you keep the fender skirt tight against the piece of trim there. Don't over tighten it because you don't want to crack the plastic. And depending on where your holes are, you may end up putting in new screw holes. But the self-tapping screws will take care of that for you. They'll get right in there. On the other side, I hit some of the same holes, so it worked out fine. Just snug, not too tight because you don't want to crack the plastic. Crack the plastic, that's what happened with this one originally. And it just got loose and the crack continued, and then it got to the point where the wind would catch it. So you don't want to do that. And you just kind of slowly work your way across, making sure that you've got your fender up against the trim here. Alright, I'm going to finish these up and then I'll show you what we do on the corners here to make sure they stay secure. I'll be back. Alright folks, as you can see, we've got it fully secured across. The only thing we need to do is secure the ends here and then the centerpiece. And I'll show you a trick about that. For this, under here, we just want to screw it up into the fender. So I'm going to take a drill a pilot hole right about there, and then I'll use a screw to secure that. Alright, I don't think I can do it while holding the camera. I'll be right back. Alright folks, I drilled a little pilot hole there. That's all I'm going to use, just through the plastic. I'll use the bite of the self-tapping nut to get it the rest of the way in. So I just want to hold it. Get it in there, squeeze it tight. There you go. And that's now secured here so it won't pull out. Keeps it nice and tight against the body. Gonna go to the other side. Alright, as you can see on this side, it's hard to see, but this is the edge of the slide. So I'm gonna have to drill up into that. So I just want to get it centered right there. I just want to point along here to hold the plastic in. I'll drill that and I'll come back and screw it in. Alright, I went ahead and did that. I'm just gonna drive my nut up in there just to snug it. That way it doesn't pull out at all. Next thing we got to do is secure the center. And I'll show you a little trick about this. Trying to find where the hole goes here, next to impossible. But you've got these brackets behind. So we're going to find where the hole is drilled here, and we're going to drill through, making sure we hit a spot that we want, and then we'll drill the screw in from the front. Alright, so I drilled it from the back. Final step is just to hold the metal on behind and cinch up there. Now, when you're drilling it from behind, pulling it from behind, you got to be very careful because that drill will come through and you got to make sure your hands are clear, because if you don't, you might end up like this with a hole in your hand, but that's okay. We will survive. And that's it. And that's how you put fender skirts on your camper. I'll do a walk around in just a second, show you both sides, and we'll call it a day. All right, here you go. Finished product. Nice and centered on the wheels. Nice tight gap. Tight on here. I had to do a little trimming on the corner of the plastic fender, but got it to work well. And here's the other side with a nice new fender. Pretty sweet. All right, there you go. That's replacing both fenders on your travel trailer. Ordered the Icon. They're the original manufacturer of the fenders for this particular camper, so I was able to get the exact fit. Just had to do a little bit trimming on that corner where the slide is because it's a little bit funky. But all in all, very easy. Like you said, the one thing you need to watch out for is when you're drilling the center support from the back side that your finger's out of the way, because you don't want to put a hole in your finger, and I hate it when it does that. All right, y'all, till we catch you next time, this has been Mighty Oaks RV. Jeff out.